What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing some maintenance on my lawn care equipment. We're also going to be cleaning the string trimmer up. So first step of this maintenance process, let's go ahead and get the zero turn up in the air. Already got it all jacked up. Make sure to always use jack stands when you're working with a hydraulic jack. Never trust the jack. As you can see, it's not sitting on it, but just precautionary, just in case the hydraulics would give out on the jack. The mower is not going to fall on top of me. As you can see, pretty dirty up in there. Definitely due for scraping. So first step, we're going to take these blades off real quick and then scrape the deck. I forgot to mention, but also make sure to use wheel chocks for extra safety so your mower or vehicle doesn't roll backwards while it's jacked up. You can see all that dried grass. So here's what it looks like beforehand. Alrighty, got the deck scraped. As you can see, looks a lot better than what it did before. Got a pretty good pile of grass here. Gonna clean it up and sharpen the blades. Alright guys, so here's the blade sharpening setup. Got it set on 30 degrees, as you can see. I'm gonna show you a little bit of sharpening and then I'll just skip to whenever I get it all done. Alright, so we got the blade sharpened. I forgot to mention, make sure you try and scrape off as much excess grass before you go balancing. That way you get a pretty accurate balance. So we can see this first blade, need to take a little more off of this side. So just to remember which side I need to take some off of, I'm going to take a paint marker and mark it. Just so I don't forget. Second blade, it's not bad. We'll take off just a hair on this side. And the last blade, not too bad either. Just take another little hair off of that left side. Alrighty, I'm back. I got the blades, took off a little more to hopefully get them balanced out this time. That one appears to be pretty good. Next one looks good as well. Last blade. It appears I need to take some more off this last one. Alright, so I'm going to get this last one balanced and then I'll get back with you guys when I'm going to throw the blades back on. Alrighty, time to throw the blades back on. Make sure before you impact them that you put them in finger tight so you don't cross thread. Alrighty, time to drop the mower down and get it cleaned off. Alrighty guys, as you can see, it's a new day. Ran out of daylight on the last part. So we're going to start, before we wash it, we're going to get all the maintenance and other stuff done. So right here, you can see I got just about everything I should need for maintenance. So I think we're going to go ahead and start by changing or draining the oil, and while the oil is draining, we're going to get the other stuff knocked out. Alrighty, first step, let's get that oil changed. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the dipstick tube, or pop out the dipstick tube. That way we get a good flow. And you're going to need your 5/8 and 11/16 wrench. You're going to put the 5/8 on the top part here, your 11/16 down here. Just crack it loose just like that. Alright, while that oil is draining, what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and check out the air filter, just make sure it's good. Air filter looks good. I believe I just changed that last time, so we're good on that. Then the next thing we're going to do is put the battery hold down on. You're just going to drop your carriage bolt down through there, pull it up through there, just like that. Pretty easy job. Now the next thing we need to replace is this carbon canister. Next up, let's put this oil drain cap back on. Now that we've given that plenty of time to drain. Alright, that is tight. So the next step is going to be the oil filter, which is right in this convenient place. There we are. Alright, before I get it too loose, let me go grab a couple of paper towels. Make sure to clean up the gasket sealing surface really well. As you can see, not really on that one, you can't see it, but I have the month and the year and the hours. So that's what we're going to do on this one. See, we're at 150 hours. Alrighty, got that done. Now we're going to lubricate the O-ring. We'll take off this plastic cover, lubricate the O-ring, and put that back on. Now it's nice and lubricated, we're going to get it thrown on. Just put it on hand tight. Last step for the oil part is going to be adding in the new engine oil. So this engine calls for 2 quarts. So we are going to add just about probably 1 3/4. Make sure to recycle your old engine oil. Alright, so that's got about 8 ounces left of a 32-ounce bottle, so that's 1 3/4 quarts of oil for now. If that's, yeah, we're right at that full mark, if you can see. That's also because that filter has not been primed yet, so we'll start that in a minute. Before we do that, I'm going to go through, clean off the grease zerk and around where there's excess grease and all the other grease points, and then grease it, and then we'll start it. mower a good walk around, make sure you're not leaking oil anywhere. And I'll get back to you after I've given it a little bit of time to run. Alright, so I'm back after I let it run for a few minutes. You can see it's about halfway between low and full. So we're just going to add, but we're just going to add most of what's left. You can see we got it right about full. Well, that concludes the maintenance portion of this. Alright, well this concludes doing maintenance on my lawn care equipment. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. Have a blessed day, and make sure, no matter what you do, do it for the glory of God.